What's going on, everybody? Chase and Brandon with iDub Hockey.
We're here at Ice in Paradise in Santa Barbara, California. We just got off the ice after shooting around with the CCM JetSpeed FT5 Pro hockey stick.
And we're gonna talk about tech, spec, and feel today. Now, starting off with the overall feel, it's a big change this year in materials with their new Sigmatex STp carbon fiber. More advanced, lighter, more durable material than the traditional Sigmatex. Still using the carbon nanolite layering process. That's a really advanced design where they take those super thin layers of carbon fiber, now the Sigmatex STp, they angle it in a very strategic, specific way to get it super lightweight without compromising the durability. So that paired with the new STp, 20% better durability, still weighing 394 grams, which is really incredible. So as we got out here today, first time picking it up, ready to jump on the ice, what were your thoughts just in the overall feel in the hands?
In the hands, it felt great. It feels really well balanced from top to bottom. I thought CCM did a really good job. At 394 grams, with that really well balanced feel, it even feels lighter, but it still feels like you got a solid twig in your hand.
And so it's great, like you kind of mentioned too, it's not super lightweight, pushing that 350 mark like some of those crazy sticks out there. So great for the more, power players looking to battle in the boards, want a little more meat on their stick compared to the super light counterparts. But let's talk about shooting. Everybody wants to know, how does the FT5 Pro shoot? Still has that hybrid flex profile, but with that Sigmatex STp, it's gonna be a little more efficient and effective this year. So what were your thoughts on how the puck felt releasing from the blade? If you maybe had to recommend a style of shooter or a style of player for this hybrid kick point, what would it be?
Well, first off, I've been a big fan of the JetSpeed ever since I first got my hands on the FT3. Over the years, they've just really harnessed that hybrid kick point, and today, after shooting it, it just felt really good no matter what type of style of shot I was doing. So if it was a wrist shot or a slap shot, I had power, I had accuracy, and I had quickness as well. It was just a really good balance of all of those. So the player I'd recommend this for is that player who doesn't necessarily have that single shot in their bag. The player who's coming down, who wants to take a big clapper, who wants to take a quick snapshot, wrist shot, anywhere on the ice, this is gonna be a stick for you. Also with that durability story, this is probably a great option for that player, like you mentioned, who wants to battle on the boards, who's not afraid to get into those grinds as well.
And then, as someone who's also been a big fan of JetSpeed for a long time, this just felt fine-tuned. Loading up, especially on those big snapshots too, we're ripping off of the blade. What I've always liked about JetSpeed, it never feels like you can overpower it like a low kick stick. So like Brandon mentioned, just great for all styles of shooting. Great for that player that isn't pigeonholed into just the quick release of a low kick or a big clapper from the point with the mid kick. Great for the players that really like to do it all. Now, as we move down here, we have the new optimized RR90 blade with their new damp core technology. We've had that dampened facing for quite some time. The RR90 blade core is very stiff. So again, much like the hybrid kick point, this kind of bridges the gap of that dampened, really soft blade feel that we see in the trigger, or that stiffer, very lively feel that we see in the tacks. This really does it both, best of both worlds there. So walk me through just how it felt catching those passes. I know I passed really hard, all jokes aside. How did it feel catching passes, stick handling, and the confidence it gave you out there?
Like I mentioned with the kick point, I'm a really big fan of the blade as well. Catching passes, it was a stiff feel, but it didn't bounce off my blade like other stiff blades out there. So it felt really good. Could cradle that pass. Feeling the puck too, it feels really good. You know exactly where it is when you're stick handling, and you're gonna release that big shot.
That's just a highlighting feature of this entire JetSpeed line. Just great for every style of player and shooting style out there. And then to finish this off too, we do have the Skeleton Plus technology. That's the taper geometry and construction that bridges the gap between the shaft and the blade, really fine tuning the connection point there just to make it super seamless, consistent. And that is just really bridging the gap and combining to give you the most high powered, efficient JetSpeed to date.
If you're looking for more information and you want to get your hands on an incredible JetSpeed stick, head over to icewarehouse.com.